And first of Hey guys, warm welcome back to the channel. My name is Ivana and I am the person behind Ordinary Life. And first of all, I want to apologize for this massive mic. Unfortunately, I haven't recorded in like 5 months and I don't know what I've done with my small mics. All I know is that they are safely stored away somewhere, but I have no idea where. I'm just going to pop this a little bit. Oh, how do I do this so that we're a little bit even? Okay, so I'm sort of more in the middle now. Oh gosh. So yeah, it's been a while. I can think of reasons to give you why I wasn't recording, but truth is I wasn't really sure about the direction that the channel should go. My channel was sort of its ordinary life, and I was thinking, well, I'll record going to see my son, me going around the shops, but you know what, like, I don't think I was true to myself, and it did not really make that much sense to me. I enjoy recording when I'm visiting my son in America, but it wasn't really what I wanted the channel to be about. So basically, the channel and the direction that I want this to go is tell you exactly why I am doing this and recording this and explain my situation to you. Because I do believe that I'm probably not the only person that feels like this. And it's really about losing a purpose when your child or children leave home. And especially in my situation, I am single and I have been single for a long, long time. It's just I haven't met anyone after my son left. So I'll tell you a little bit of a background about what's been going on and what I struggled mostly with. By the way, I'm turning 50 this month, so it's a big month for me. And so let's go back to the beginning. Single mom, bringing up my son, my only son in London. And he basically left for the university to study in States when he was 18. And, I knew I would struggle, but I just didn't know how much I would struggle. It's, I can't really talk about this syndrome of emptiness because this was like literally I had a mental breakdown. And the reason being is that all I knew all my life was to take care of someone. So I always had a purpose where I was needed and I had things to do every day, routine. Someone needed me, someone relied on me, and that's all gone literally overnight. And fell into deep depression. Like maybe I'll go over these first few years in depth, but it was literally as if my son died. That's how much I was grieving. I remember he left in July. August, September, October were like the worst. It did not even register when he called that was my son. Like it literally felt like he's gone. Like, as bad as it sounds, but that's how it was. And he struggled as well. Obviously, we were very, very close with one another. So very, very difficult. And then COVID hit 2020. So he left 2018. I tried to get my life back on track. I've started doing masters at university for cognitive behavior therapy. I wanted to teach, but the depression was just overwhelming, still there. I didn't cope with that either. And in the middle of the studies, COVID started and I felt very, very unwell. I am still unwell 6 years later, battling horrible long COVID. And I also have a host of other chronic conditions. So that meant more mental health problems, lots of low mood, and literally my life stopped. And in many ways, my life stopped that time when my son left, 2018. But I started to a little bit pick myself up last year when my own son started to have problems, like in a way that he he missed us so much, me and his grandparents here, and he always unfortunately had that guilt that he left, which I never wanted him to have. But unfortunately, he started struggling mentally. So I made my first trip to the US. Before that, I was just too scared. It's not that I didn't want to, but I was scared because, as I mentioned, I do struggle with a host of physical conditions mainly. So I started going over a little bit more last year, and I ended up going 4 times that year. And it's sort of a little bit like really brightened my life up. That was the first really positive change in those, well, it was 7 years by then, since my son left, that I started to see purpose again. And obviously going there, I got to look after him again and do small things for him. Of course, he's not as reliant on me as when he was small, but you know, you as a mom can still do things for your child, whether it's cooking, cleaning, whatever he needs help with, and really appreciate. He's always so appreciative every time I help out in some ways. So that was sort of like the first positive step, and that's also when I started, when I recorded a few videos for the channel. But then, you know, like I was still very unfulfilled, and recently I started looking into how else can I be needed, or who else could I be helpful to? And I do have a business that I run from home. I am building software. But of course, it takes a long time to build it. So I tend to work from home, and my world is very, very small. There are days when I don't even go out because, you know, I'm just so absorbed with my work, and I'm quite lazy to go out as well. Like, if I have to go out, I'll take a car, which is really bad. So I started to look into, you know, change of scenery, something that would get me out of the house. And at first I thought about, you know, babysitting children or nannying children, but then I thought, no, you know, I wouldn't have the energy. And then I came across something called house sitting and pet sitting. Well, basically house sitting is pet sitting, but yeah, there's a bit of confusion. And guys, I'm brand new to this. I literally have never tried it. I always loved pets, and I'm not allowed to have one where I am, and that's actually fine, because obviously then I couldn't travel to see my son and stuff. So I just sort of recently subscribed to the platform called Trusted House Sitters. And I'll show you how it works in a little bit. And I am in no way, you know, doing advertisement for them. They're not paying for this video, nothing like that. But so obviously, as you are brand new to this, I used AI to help me figure out which platform would be the best. Did AI help me in a great way? Well, yes, but also no, because they told me to subscribe to standard plan, and I honestly did not need standard plan. Basic would have been, you know, more than enough. Since then, I also found out about the website called Rover. So the difference between Trusted Pet Sitters, House Sitters, and Rover is that on Rover you get paid sits. Trusted House Sitters is basically, you do this for free. So once I found all this out, I was like, oh, you know, basically I'm going to be doing it for free. It's not that I don't want to, but it's I value my time, and I feel like the platforms like Trusted House Sitters, they are sort of like saying it, well, you know, you get a free holiday. But for example, on Thursday, I'm going to see a family in Amersham, which is literally around the corner. So I'm definitely not doing it for a holiday. But so what I've started doing, because I quite like the idea, even though I don't have actually experience yet, I started building my own website alongside it. But this is not, I don't think you need to do it. It's just that that's the way I do it, because I'm a very technical person and it's not a problem for me. So I got my website up and running, and I really want to do this properly. So I want to work with a few families a year. I'll get to know their house, get to know them as people, and mainly get to know the pets, so that I can always be their go-to person for any sits they need. And also I want to get to know these animals, because I was never into like, popping in and out of different people's homes. I'm a very much of a homebody, and I need to know things around me. And, I'm just not that sort of like a carefree person that probably I'm guessing most house sitters are, but that's just not me at all. So, yeah, so basically lots has changed in a way that I am now looking into this as a sort of doing something creative, getting myself out of the home, and especially changing scenery, because my work can be very monotonous. And, I really feel that kind of, again, like excitement a little bit, that I can be useful and I can be needed by families and pets. And it makes me incredibly grateful that I thought of it. So far, just checking this microphone. So far, I've got a confirmed sit for August, and I think the beginning of September, which is, I think, the last week of August. And I'm going to sit for a lovely doggy in Farnham. And, I'm sort of like looking mostly at country sits, because I live in city and I just don't want to be in another flat or something. So I'm sort of like looking at nice homes where, owners are really caring about their pets, just like I would be, because obviously I live in a nice apartment, new and looked after. And, obviously I don't want to bring home fleas or something, you hear these scary stories. So again, for the first time in a very long time, I'm starting to feel a little bit excited. So I've got my son a couple of times a year, and then obviously he comes here twice a year at least. He's just actually coming in May for my birthday, and then we're going over to Slovakia together to see my family, and then I'm going there in July. That will be for 2 weeks. By the way, the trusted house sitters also operate in New York. So if I like this, because obviously I have to see whether I like it, I probably maybe could even do like a sit there and stay longer in New York. I don't know. It's just sort of like something that I'm thinking about. I mean, I don't know America that well yet to be traveling around. And of course, I don't have a car there. But yeah, for the first time, I'm sort of like starting to feel a little bit excited that I possibly can have meaning again in a way, and someone can need me. I don't know whether anyone can relate to this. I would so love to hear your comments, whether you have been through a similar situation, and what was your way of coping with suddenly having an empty house, or especially if you're single like me. What was your go-to thing that you did and made you alive again? I think for me, it's going to be slow progress. I would love to, sort of like capture experiences that I am going to have with these pets. And I'm quite excited about what this new chapter will bring. So guys, I want to thank you for tuning in, and please do like and subscribe. There's a lot more coming. I will definitely let you know how I did on Thursday, because I'm going to see a family in Amersham, and they also are looking for pet sitting in August. So I haven't got anything at the moment, like for now, because I'm only really looking at sits with one dog. I don't mind cats and other animals, but I just want to sort of like literally test my own strength, whether I could handle 2 doggies. And then obviously I want to do countryside, and the summer is very busy, my summer. So again, my son is coming for 2 weeks, and then I'm going for 2 weeks. So I think it will be easier once the New York is over, and then I can really focus on it. But I'm already excited. I'm sort of like talking to people, and it gave me, again, a little bit of that, maybe something that could bring something new to my life, and the feeling that you still need it, and helpful. And another thing, because I work with AI software, I miss the human and pet connection. I think, especially, with AI developing so quickly, taking over jobs, I think really what we will be left with is human connections. And living with pets and getting more in contact with each other. So so to me, that's amazing, and a really great opportunity to go to other places, be with pets, with people, and yeah, just feel better even at this stage of life. So guys, I thank you so much, and I see you next time. Bye bye.